you. So I'm Morgan Dixon with CEV, and as you guys just watched in the session, we had Annette Honeycutt and Janet Spurlock as our wonderful panelists for the classroom management session. And so we're just going to ask a couple of questions. So Annette, a lot of people are asking about restrictions for walking around the classroom and monitoring with the COVID restrictions. Do you have any suggestions for how to deal with that?
Well, the way my classroom is set up, we're only going to be allowed to have 10 students in the classroom. And basically for the first 4 weeks that we know of, we don't know beyond that at this time. For the first 4 weeks, we're just going to be facilitators, and all of our lessons are recorded. So I'll be monitoring what the students are working on and that they're actually on task and not, looking at YouTube videos or something that they're not supposed to be on. But I do have it already marked out where everybody is 6 feet apart from everyone else. And I'm going to stay my distance from the kids as well. So there's a parameter of 6 feet from the kids as well. So I can pretty well see the way my classroom is set up. I can pretty much walk behind them and see what everybody's working on.
That's good. Janet, this person asked, what does a typical class look like? How much time do you spend lecturing? How much time do you spend on discussion or other activities? Just kind of give us a quick rundown of your daily class.
All right, my class periods are 60 minutes. And so what my goal is to maybe talk 15. I divide my class time into about thirds so that I give them a little bit of direction and then I let them go, and I try to mix it up during the class period. You have to change your mode of teaching about every 20 minutes to keep their attention and keep them on task for that period of time.
That's great. Annette, this person asked for additional tools and resources that you use outside of ICEV to either supplement or to make it more creative. What do you use in addition to CEV?
Well, one of the things I use, and I don't use very many books at all. I'm not really into the books. I go out and like to, before ICEV, I'd have to go out and find all my resources everywhere, just researching and find stuff. So now ICEV takes care of a lot of that. But I also use a book called The Office, and it has great tools in there for learning how to file, and then the kids can apply that. You can teach them, they can actually go through and learn how to file. And then also, I'm a visual learner, and a lot of my students are visual learners. So I go on to YouTube, and I find a lot of entertaining type videos that help supplement what we're learning, such as show them examples of what to do and what not to do for interviews. So of that nature.
That's great. Janet, this person asks, and I'm sure this is on everyone's mind. It says, what advice do you have for teachers entering their first year of teaching during these times? I would even say veteran teachers as well. So what advice do you have for teachers during this point in time?
My advice is that you go into your classroom with your focus on your students. Focus on meeting their needs. They're coming into your room this year with a lot of things on their minds, and we are too. And my first priority is going to be, we're all okay, and we are going to get through this, and you need to concentrate on their needs first and foremost, and keeping them and helping them to feel safe in your classroom. Then we'll worry about the learning environment. I feel like they have a lot of emotional needs ahead of learning going into this year. And this being my last year of teaching, it's exactly the same as it was my first year. The students come first.
Yes.
That's why we're there.
Yes.
So don't forget that.
And I think, for all of us, this is unprecedented waters. Like we're treading in new territory here. And I think for
Yeah.
everyone, it just has to be, have to focus on the kids, have to
Yes.
do that first, and then the learning can come later.
It will follow
Exactly.
along.
Exactly. Well, that's all the time we have for our Q&A session. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. The code that you need to get your PD credit and your challenge credit is going to be the same code that you use to get into the Zoom. So it's CTE MNG 021. So like CTE management, it's CTE MNG 021. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me, contact any of us, and we will be happy to help. I hope you'll have a great rest of your afternoon, and we'll hopefully see y'all tomorrow.